I'm getting ready for a diving trip to Fiji in less than a fortnight, and I'm just sort of refreshing my mind about the concepts of diving. And I was reflecting before about how it really makes me go into a different brainwave state whenever I dive. It scares the shit out of me at first. I get very anxious. And then when I'm in the water and I've got my buoyancy right and I'm just in the flow, it really reminds me of a hypnotic trance or a meditative state. And that really goes back to me connected to our breathing. So when you dive, you can't hold your breath, firstly, and making long, slow, deliberate breaths is really important for a good dive, a long dive, because otherwise you'll go through your air really quickly if you're breathing quickly, and shallow breathing just isn't really effective when you're diving. And I'm a tense person generally, so I do a lot of shallow breathing, and I've got to be really aware of it to get myself out of that process. And so when I dive, it makes me very conscious about how I breathe, because if I don't breathe right, it's going to fuck up my dive. And if I hold my breath, it could cause me physical injury, or worse. I don't even want to go there. I don't want to think about that. But so it's really important to get your breathing right. And the other thing about breathing is it controls your buoyancy. So when you're in water, and you can do this at home if you've got a bath, or even at the pool, if you go to a pool, if you take a nice big deep breath and fill your lungs up, you will actually float. And when you breathe out, you'll go down. And so that's what happens when we dive. Like, we can control our buoyancy with our breath. And it's super cool. It's really, once you master that skill, it's a really cool skill to learn and know. And so again, it just brings us back to the power of the breath and, being mindful in your breathing. And once you're in that space, whether you're in the ocean or not, you are in a mindful state. So I'm going to encourage you, if you're not a diver, spend a couple of minutes just focusing on your breath. If you can get into a bath or a body of water, watch how you go up and then go down with a big inhalation and then a big exhalation. And if you are feeling tension with your breathing, just exhale a little bit longer than what you did on your inhalation, and you'll notice that it will just calm you down a little bit. It's really cool to regulate your nervous system. Anyways, that's my little sharing about diving and mindful breathing. I am excited to share with you what those days are going to be like for me. It's been 4 years since I've dived. So, and hoping to get my 100th dive. I learnt 15 years ago. I got my open water, and then I got my advanced certification from Paddy. And 15 years today. Oh, not today, this year. And then, looking potentially to get my 100th dive while away, but I don't want to rush it. So it might mean that I have to do another trip soon to get my 100th dive. But anyways, thought I'd share that for a Sunday. Have a great day.